According to Rob Decker, Vice President of Planning and Design at Cedar Point, the park began developing a new attraction shortly after the debut of Millennium Force in 2000. He explained that the objective, as communicated to Intamin, was to break another world record by creating the tallest and fastest roller coaster in existence. After evaluating the propulsion technologies available at the time, Intamin chose to engineer a hydraulic launch system, determining it would deliver record-breaking performance within a compact and cost-efficient layout. Following the 2001 season, Cedar Point relocated its Dodgem ride, previously situated across the entrance to Magnum XL 200, to Michigan's Adventure, to make room for the upcoming coaster. Work on the ride's concrete foundation began in April 2002, though the footings remained concealed behind fencing when the park opened for the season. By August, Cedar Point informally confirmed that a new attraction would debut in 2003, and track pieces identified as Intamin components were seen near Mean Streak. Vertical construction started in the fall of 2002, even before the official announcement. By October, the structure had already climbed to 200 feet, and in December, the towering top hat element reached its full height, standing 420 feet tall. The top hat required two massive crane cables, extending up to 480 feet at the time. Only 4 cranes in the United States were able to reach that height. The ride was officially unveiled on January 9, 2003. Park officials announced their intentions to build the world's tallest and fastest roller coaster, rising 420 feet and accelerating to 120 miles per hour in just 4 seconds. Its height qualified it as the first Stratocoaster, a classification for full-circuit coasters between 400 and 499 feet tall. The project matched Millennium Force as the most expensive investment in the park's history. Cedar Fair then trademarked the name Top Thrill Dragster.
Introducing Top Thrill Dragster. Coming in 2003 to Cedar Point. Hot drag racing action like you've never had it before. This race, this track, this time. This is the race that straps you into the driver's seat and counts down to go. The catapult launching system rockets you from 0 to 120 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds. But your vehicle is like no dragster on Earth. And your 2,800-foot drag strip takes a sharp turn, straight up into the sky. 420 feet. Don't blink. From the top, you'll be looking 11 stories down on Millennium Force. But not for long. You're coming back down. But you're not coming straight back down. As the dragster train reaches the crest, it banks and spirals downward in near free fall until it reaches the braking system and rolls back into the station. Okay, you can breathe now.
Top Thrill Dragster held its preview on May 1st, 2003, and opened to the public on May 4th. Upon its debut, it claimed the title as the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the world. It surpassed Superman the Escape in height and Dodonpa in speed. However, in May 2005, both records were eclipsed by King Ka at Six Flags Great Adventure. Like Top Thrill Dragster, King Ka was designed by Intamin and featured a similar layout, though it included a different theme and an additional hill. Soon after opening, the coaster experienced a temporary shutdown due to malfunctioning hydraulic valves. Throughout its early years, the ride was frequently affected by issues involving its hydraulic launch system and cable, contributing to regular downtime. On August 15th, 2021, a guest waiting in line was struck by a small metal object that detached from a train, resulting in a serious injury. The ride was immediately closed while the Ohio Department of Agriculture conducted an investigation. It remained closed for the next 2 seasons as Cedar Point worked on redesigning plans described as a new and reimagined ride experience. By the time operation ceased, Top Thrill Dragster had provided rides to approximately 18 million guests over 19 seasons. In September 2022, Cedar Point announced via social media that Top Thrill Dragster, as you know it, is being retired, confirming it would return in a transformed format later that year. Sections of the track near the station were removed. In January 2023, the park teased the project with the tagline, "A new formula for thrills," and other lines including "Nowhere to go but back." Speculation circulated that the hydraulic launch would be replaced, and in August 2023, Cedar Point confirmed the ride would be reimagined as Top Thrill 2. The redesign introduced a triple launch system powered by linear synchronous motors, or LSMs, with Zamperla selected to lead the transformation. Though not traditionally associated with record-breaking coasters, Zamperla had spent years expanding its coaster division and had developed its Lightning Train model in 2019, which was suited for the project. According to Zamperla's Director of Roller Coaster Sales and Marketing, Adam Sandy, switching to LSM technology would improve reliability. The updated trains would be lighter and equipped with larger wheels to minimize cooling time and maintenance demands. Cedar Point's Director of Communications, Tony Clark, emphasized that the goal of the renovation was to enhance the overall experience while improving operational consistencies. The revamped ride retained the original 420-foot top hat, but added a vertical spike of equal height to the opposite end of the track. Although the coaster's maximum height and top speed remained unchanged, the track length expanded from 2,800 feet long to 3,422 feet long. Construction on the spike was completed in early December 2023, and testing commenced in early 2024. A media day took place on April 25th, 2024, and the coaster officially opened to the public on May 4th, 2024. However, just over a week later, on May 12th, the park unexpectedly closed Top Thrill 2 for what was described as an extended shutdown, while Zamperla addressed mechanical adjustments to the trains. The ride remained closed for the rest of the 2024 season, despite intermittent testing and widespread speculation. On August 23, 2024, Cedar Point announced that Top Thrill 2 would not open that year, but expressed confidence in returning it to operation in 2025. The issues were resolved during the off-season, and the coaster reopened alongside the park for the 2025 season. With the closure of King Dakar in late 2024, Top Thrill 2 once again became the tallest roller coaster in the world. However, the distinction was later surpassed by Falcon's Flight, which officially opened on December 31st, 2025. On to the layout. After leaving the station, the train passes through a switch track and then makes an S-turn to the right to join the launch track. To the left of you in the launch area is a modified version of the original Christmas tree light. As soon as the switch track changes positions behind the train, the Christmas tree will count down and the light on the tower will light up. Once it reaches 0, the train is launched forward towards the original top hat at 74 miles per hour, which is the most acceleration you'll feel on the launch. Then, rolling backwards, partway up the tower, reaching the launch track again, the train is launched in reverse at 101 miles per hour. Past the station and up a 420-foot vertical spike in reverse, crossing over Iron Dragon in the process. Rolling forward onto the launch track once again, the station roof creates a head chopper effect and the train is then accelerated to 120 miles per hour to crest the top hat. After descending the 270-degree spiral drop, the train hits the brake run while the switch track is reset to allow another train to launch. So I think this layout is actually amazing because it's much longer than the original dragster, because the original dragster was just the top hat and then that was it. But this one has a back spike and 3 launches instead of 1 launch. So yeah, the first launch is, I think, like, it's really close to my favorite. Like, I don't know, the acceleration is probably the best on the first launch because you're going 0 to 74. Although it's like not as punchy as Top Thrill Dragster's launch, it's the most acceleration you're going to get out of this launch, so just be happy with it. Then the backwards launch is pretty weird, going backwards at 100 miles per hour. Like, that is the fastest backwards launch in the world. Like, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, then that spike, it's pretty good, but in the front row it's kind of like lackluster, because I did front row and then like row 5. So the front row felt like the spike was really small, but then launch 2 to 3 is absolutely amazing. Going down the top hat into the 120 mile per hour launch, you can feel the train push you into your seat, and it's like absolutely amazing. And then you launch over the top hat, getting actually airtime over it, and then crazy whip on the way down on the spiral. I think it's absolutely amazing. As Top Thrill 2, the top fuel theming was dropped in a favor of more general racing theme, similar to that of Formula 1. The ride area as well as the trains are decorated with a stylized logo of CP Racing. The redesigned ride runs 3 5-car trains supplied by Zamperla. Holding 20 people per train, the trains are of Zamperla's Lightning model, for using a milled aluminum chassis and carbon fiber bodywork. For safety, riders cannot bring any loose articles into the ride, and metal detectors are installed at the beginning of the queue. As part of the refurbishment, the ride was repainted to have white track and dark gray supports, with the highest point on both spikes and top hats towers being accented with red sections alternating with white sections. Over the decades, Cedar Point has always broken records. From rides to Magnum XL 200 to Millennium Force, Top Thrill Dragster or Top Thrill 2 will always be in a Cedar Point legacy. You cannot miss it from anywhere in the park. You can hear it anywhere in the park, and I think it will be a staple for future riders in the coming years. I think Cedar Point did an absolute amazing choice with Zamperla here, although it would be interesting to see what Intamin could have done if they had the chance. Anyways, my final rating for Top Thrill 2 is 9 out of 10. I find it a little short and not much ejector airtime, but that's fine. You're there for the launches, and that's it. But anyways, thank you for watching Triple H Coasters today. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.
Coming in 2003 to Cedar Point. Hot drag racing action like you've never had it before. This race, this track, this time. This is the race that straps you into the driver's seat and counts down to go. The catapult launching system rockets you from 0 to 120 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds. But your vehicle is like no dragster on Earth, and your 2,800-foot drag strip takes a sharp turn straight up into the sky. 420 feet. Don't blink. From the top, you'll be looking 11 stories down on Millennium Force. But not for long. You're coming back down. But you're not coming straight back down. As the dragster train reaches the crest, it banks and spirals downward in near free fall until it reaches the braking system and rolls back into the station. Okay, you can breathe now. Instant replay. Leave the station. Launch 0 to 120 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds. Go straight up 420 feet. Look down. White out. Bank. Spiral. Free fall. Brake. Stop. Go ahead. Take a second to scream. Wanna go again? Got the guts.